Welcome to the Chris and Sam podcast. Pull up a bar stool and join us for a random conversation, guaranteed to make you think or your money back.
Hey guys, welcome to the Chris and Sam podcast. My name is Sam. I am the man that owns the domain thelaughofchris.com. And sitting across from me is the man that you just heard laugh. His name's Chris. And I think that filled in the whole story. How's it going, Chris?
Yeah. I was going to buy that domain before you did. I had
and what
that
happened?
as a plan. I just didn't. Did I?
So there's nothing up there at the moment, but in the future there's going to be an amazing website where you can, at your leisure, listen to Chris laughing in different scenarios. I'm just currently cataloguing all the laughs. There's an evil laugh the other day.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if anybody visits that site.
Don't be surprised, Chris. People download your laugh all the time. It's our most downloaded stuff. It's more than the bloody podcast, but let's not worry about that too much.
That's just so sad.
People love it.
So sad. Oh, well. Okay, so how you been anyway, Sam?
Good. Been pretty good. Nothing major's been happening. I went and saw the Harlem Globetrotters last night.
That's pretty major, I would say. I mean,
not major, but it was good.
Dying to see them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They came to Wellington, and my parents couldn't afford to go or anything like that. We couldn't afford to go.
Yeah.
But and it's interesting because I don't really play basketball. Don't know bugger all about basketball. I don't follow basketball. But you still want to see the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, I think everyone was like that. Like, they're all an expert now in basketball, and we'll be going on about it for the next week.
So you took your daughter. Does she like it? Or
She was up. The first 20 minutes, we got there 20 minutes early, and she sat there and goes, I'm so bored. I'm just so bored. And then once it started, she was fine. So, yeah, it was great.
Oh, that's cool.
It was good. And big shout out to the Claudelands event where it was. Their security people were really onto it with yelling at people to stop videoing. You could take photos, but no video. And they were just walking up and down the aisles, and they could spot people filming from a mile away. And they were just, because the kid in front of me got told off because he was standing there with his iPad filming the whole thing. So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, in the days of Periscope, that I don't know if that's really viable in future.
Yeah, I mean, they still had the footage. It's not like they made him go and delete what he already recorded.
Yeah, I know.
So,
and that's the thing. Cameras can be so small. I think it's just...
If anyone knows about small hidden cameras, it'd probably be you, Chris.
Yeah. Well, let's not go there. Moving on. So, the bad news.
Yes.
Sad news about Jerry Collins and his partner, Alana.
Yeah.
And did you hear... So...
You better explain who Jerry Collins is for people that don't know.
Yeah, okay. So Jerry Collins was... I knew him first as a Hurricanes player because I was a Hurricanes supporter, of course, when I was down in Wellington. And then...
Which is rugby.
Is rugby, sorry.
Good start there, Chris.
And then he became an All Black, which is also rugby. Rugby. Bloody hell.
Chris took a sip of Bacardi and flat lemonade, and he's
literally one sip, though.
Yeah.
Literally one
he's
sip.
making no sense. So good luck with the rest of the podcast, fellas.
Rugby, national sport. Anyway, so the guy's only 34 years old, and it sounds like, according to witnesses, he fell asleep at the wheel.
Whoa.
The car hit the guardrail at the side of the road, spun side on, and was collected by a bus.
Which killed him and his wife.
Instantly.
Yep.
And his 3-month-old daughter was medevaced in a helicopter to Montpellier.
She's gone from critical to serious, though, so that's good.
Oh, is she?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I hadn't heard that.
But it's a big loss for the rugby community.
It was a big loss for the kid.
Jeez. Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I'm not even a big rugby fan, but, man, it was, I guess...
Yeah, and I guess it's not the fact that I'm a big rugby fan or a big Jerry Collins fan. I always did like him. He's a nice guy, but it's just that whole humanity thing. It's just
just
having it all
out.
happen just like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway,
on that happy note.
Yeah, happy note.
Good way to start.
So our condolences to the family and friends of Jerry Collins, obviously, and I hope we can do something for his daughter and stuff. I know the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is organising the
the
healthcare
rugby,
and all that.
New Zealand Rugby Union and all sorts of rugby clubs and that are stepping in as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was a bit of a somber start. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So do you watch The Simpsons much, Chris? Are you a Simpsons fan?
I enjoy The Simpsons. I see it when it's on. I don't religiously follow it.
So you know that they've got like a big giant burning tyre pile, which is a tourist attraction to the town, vaguely, in the early episodes?
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
I think eventually Homer puts it out somewhere along the lines.
Okay.
Well, Hamilton, where we live, almost had its burning tyre pile.
Right.
So basically, 150,000 old tyres were dumped.
150,000?
Only a couple. But the company was supposed to be recycling them all. They actually had a contract, basically, to recycle almost half of the country's used tyres, and they went broke. So no one knew what to do with them. So Hamilton City Council stepped in, and we came up with a great plan. We shipped them to Taupo. They're in a field in Taupo now, in a big pile.
Are you for serious?
Really? Yeah. They paid some stupid amount of money to get them transported, and Ecoversion was the company, and they were supposed to take them to Kawerau, but instead were forced to temporarily shift the tyres to locations throughout the central North Island, including Waihi Beach and farmland near Kinloch. So we've just dumped tyres everywhere, and obviously they're not very happy. Not very happy.
What the hell? So I don't know if you recall, there's that building that was built, I'm pretty sure it was in New Zealand, from tyres.
Ah.
So what they did was they laid the tyres out, like bricks overlapping or whatever, filled them with earth.
Yep.
It was a really green building. It's hugely, insulated. It'd be a hell of a lot warmer than this house.
I'm pretty... Yeah, that's not hard. Just... It could be anything's warmer than this place. I don't know if it was you. I'm sure I've met the guy that was running this company with the millions of tyres.
Oh, really?
Or we've been somewhere and they were talking about it. I've got a vague collection that this guy was going around. He had the contract for the tyres. This is how I remember it in my head. And all they were waiting on was some huge machine to come from China or somewhere, and it shredded them into little bits. And then the little bits went overseas. And I'm sure it was this guy or this company, but I have no idea where I was. And they were telling me all about it. And I was like, oh, okay. That seemed pretty good. But obviously it wasn't that good because they went bust.
Yeah, that sounds like the sort of people you meet at either Media Mingle or one of those
it sort of
random things in Auckland. Yeah,
it could have been. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's interesting. So,
how's your Only Humane film going, Chris? What's happening with that?
So, big news on the Only Humane front.
Oh, big news! Brace yourself, people. So basically, Chris is a producer or wannabe producer for a short film. That
I am the producer.
Oh, you are? Yeah, sorry, you are the producer. For a film called Only Humane.
Yep. And this is a film that we've got some funding for.
Yes, someone thought it was good enough that they gave you some money. That's awesome.
I say that with a little bit of trepidation right now because we got accepted for funding. They said the funds would be put into the account on the 29th of May, and it's not there yet.
Yeah, someone called Christine's having a spending spree because they put it in the wrong account.
But anyway, so we finally worked out. We took the cinematographer or the director of photography, DOP, out yesterday, and we looked at the locations, and we decided a shooting schedule. So it's shot over 2 weekends in August.
That's not that far away.
And we are going to be rolling a car. I've got to buy a car first, and then we've got to learn how to work out how to roll it. We'll only get one chance.
Yep. Is there any thought on what type of car you'd like? Doesn't matter.
I want a sort of a sedan, fairly standard-looking sedan type car.
Okay.
Although anything could happen. The director actually thought it would be a ute.
Oh, okay.
But I think it'll be less likely to find.
You're very hard to find a ute.
Yeah. And so it's got to look it can look a little bit better, but it shouldn't look like a wreck. But we really want to get one with no motor, diff, or light as possible, basically, because we're going to be
Yeah.
throwing it around a wee bit, and we'll have to push it when it's moving.
You don't want that underbody shot, though, if it rolls, because it'll look weird if there's no motor and no diff, because you'd spot that instantly.
Yes and no.
Even if you're not an
yes
expert.
and no, because if we do have it, it'll stop it from continuing rolling. It can get hung up on stuff, and the weight can keep it in one place.
Yeah.
So there's a reason we do want to get rid of the diff and stuff. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So so that's going really well. We've finally got the schedule. So now I've got to just confirm our cast and our crew, which I'm in the process of doing right now. We're still looking for somebody for wardrobe. Had somebody I was supposed to meet not last weekend, the weekend before, but she dropped off the face of the earth. So
Did you give her cross eyes?
No, I've never met her. I only.
Maybe she found out about this podcast.
Well, yeah, that could be true. That could be it. Totally.
Could be. You never know.
All right. Okay. So anyway, so that's only humane, really. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm happy that we've finally got a date. And I'm packing myself with all the stuff I've got to get.
You've
done.
got a long list of things to do.
Oh yeah. So that's all right. We'll get there. All right. And what else have we got here? You got something about bad photos?
Yeah. I've got a special. I've just worked out what my talent is actually. My talent is thinking that I'm smiling in a photo, but in reality I'm not, and I look really sad. And I've just noticed I do that in almost every photo. Every photo. Holding my newborn daughter, look absolutely pissed off, but I'm really happy. Or every photo I've got, it's terrible.
Really?
And I don't mind having photos taken. So I was in a wedding photo ages ago, and here I was thinking I was smiling away. Nah, I looked angry again and disappointed. So I don't know what that is, but are you much of a photo liker? Or you don't mind, or?
Yeah, I'm happy to have my photo taken, and I take a pretty good photo generally.
Yeah, I have to work on this because
you do. It's.
I think a split second before the camera is pressed, I must just go, oh, the photo's already been taken. I think I peaked too early in the photo taking ability. So
yeah, you just got to paint that smile on for a while.
I think so, but that leads on to people. A woman. Of course, she was from Russia. She shot herself in the head while taking a selfie.
Oh, that's right. That was hilarious.
Well,
Tell
not
us the
for
story.
her.
I think it's
A 21-year-old woman. She's in a serious condition, but she found a 9mm handgun at her Moscow office, which I assume is just like finding a stapler in the office. And
when you're in Moscow.
Yeah. When in Rome. So she posed for a selfie with the gun in one hand and her phone in the other, and somehow she accidentally pulled the trigger.
She pressed. She used the wrong digit to take the photo.
So she shot herself in the head. But at the bottom of the story, it's quite funny. A man died in Bali because he fell off a cliff trying to take a selfie. And a Romanian teenager died because he took a selfie on top of a train and his leg touched the live wire above. I don't know how that worked. And got a 27,000 volt shock, which killed him.
Huh.
And so be careful when you're doing all your selfies out there, Chris.
Yeah. I don't do that many really. Haven't done any for a while. Although on that point, I have said we need to have a party.
Oh, do we? We need a party.
We need to have a party, and the reason for that is we haven't been catching up with very many people for a while. Haven't seen.
That's
Carl
probably
for
because they're all
ages.
avoiding us. Maybe. Are they? I don't know.
Could well be. Jason said he'd be on this thing 4 months ago.
Oh, he's been busy man.
He's been busy. I know we've been busy.
Yeah.
But that's my whole point. We need to make time and schedule a party.
Really?
Although, to be fair, I probably haven't told you, or you may not know yet, that we are having a party here, but we aren't. Our flatmate is.
Oh, what's the occasion?
Her birthday.
When's all this going down?
About a month.
Is it like bring your own tofu?
I don't know, but she's a bit of a boozer. And so,
Oh God, I can just imagine.
It's good fun. So we've had a few parties with Tasha's people here, but probably we can't invite a bunch of our own friends to that.
Yeah, probably not.
So yeah, but but we should have a party. We should invite ourselves around to Carl's and organise the party at Carl's place. That's what we should do.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. I mean, are you going to invite Mei Chung?
Mei Chung.
Who's Mei Chung, Chris?
Who's Mei Chung? Let me tell you who Mei Chung is. Mei Chung, let me just bring up her profile because this will make so much sense. Mei Chung, just disappeared off my phone.
Yep, it'll do that. This is when you diss your iPhone, eh?
God, it was there and it just changed.
Yeah, it's like, we don't need to show that to you anymore, Chris.
Yeah, so anyway, she works for some a real estate agency in the Philippines.
Yep, and
she sent me a LinkedIn request.
And, well, there's, underlying story to that, I reckon.
She has a third level connection. So
third level connection. I have no idea what that means. What she is, though, wants to be Chris's future wife.
Shit! If I'd known that, I would have accepted. I've already declined.
Oh, gutted, Chris. You missed out there.
Yeah, no. She didn't look too bad actually. But you get some random LinkedIn requests.
Yeah, I do. I get a lot of people that I used to work with or somehow knew. A lot of them seem to be finding work, and I don't want to connect with any of you. I had a random person the other day who was like a employment agency person from Hamilton. I thought it was the same person actually. That just tried to friend you, but it wasn't. And it's always interesting to see who's trying to make connections with you on LinkedIn.
Yeah, you've only got 190 connections, but that could be due to your photo. You're not really smiling in it.
No, I'm not. And I'm quite hairless in that one, eh?
Not exactly hairless.
Oh, okay.
But not as fluffy
as I am now.
As you are currently.
I look awesome. Oh, that one. Yep.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
Not a bad.
No, but
there is a bit of smile there.
But when I took that photo, I would have thought, yeah, I'm smiling heaps.
Yeah, no.
So, no.
But your eyes do look insane.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, that's right. I am staring at I'm smiling with my eyes.
You look freaking insane.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised you've only got 190 connections.
No, that's because I don't accept anyone.
Right.
Because I only accept people that I, actually want to be connected with.
Okay.
Because what happens is a lot of people are just nosy. Same with Facebook. Add me to Facebook. No, there's no benefit to me for you harvesting my information to talk crap about me when I'm not there. That's exactly it.
You're just paranoid.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I don't know. I get I get a lot of connection requests on LinkedIn, and I take most of them. Mostly if they're in New Zealand. Some of them are overseas. If I think there's a
I'm definitely
benefit to it somewhere.
With almost everyone I'm connected with is in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Just because I don't really know that anyone else overseas, and I don't know what they're adding me for.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm an international man of mystery. So
yeah, or something.
Yeah. Look, this laugh of Chris is going to be global, bro.
It is. Look at you. You are back in the dream now. Yes. Yes.
I'm taking the piss out of the dream.
No, you're laughing now, but when people are wearing t-shirts with that on it,
Oh God.
It's going to be great. The Podfellas actually did a little bit of a talk about it. What do you reckon about Sasha's impersonation of you? Out of a 10, score out of 1 and 10. 10's best.
4.
Really? Oh, I would have gone about 6.
But then I probably don't know what I sound like. You know what I mean? Like when you hear yourself,
true.
You don't know what you sound like. And so I heard Sasha went, God, I hope I don't sound like that.
No, you sound worse, but it's okay. It's all part of the magic.
Oh, yes. Right. Okay.
It was good. And talking about magic, episode 3 of the New Zealand Filmmakers podcast is almost ready.
Yeah. We got a little bit more work to do. In fact, we just didn't do a lot of work for a long time, didn't we?
No, that's the whole problem. Like, once we do it, it's all fine.
Yeah. So we got a bit of work to do, and we're actually going to do that after this, aren't we?
Yes, that's the plan. Actually, I don't know how people pump out, like, if they got, like, 5 podcasts on the go, like, different ones.
It's got to be like a full-time gig for them by then.
Oh, you'd think so, but I don't know.
And a bunch of people actually have other, they pay somebody to do some of the editing or
organise
that stuff.
That's true. Actually, we're having a talk about the New Zealand Filmmakers podcast with someone in a couple of weeks, randomly.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting.
Well, no, I've got to say, Sam pointed this out. Sam said this. He said, we must be doing something right. We've put 2 episodes out. We've had a potential sponsor contact us.
Yeah.
We've had somebody who
talk
has
to us
a network of
podcast
podcasts
network.
and wants us to join the podcast network. And we've only put out 2 episodes. And to be fair, the sound quality on those 2 episodes leave quite a bit to be desired.
Because we are learning as we go, but I think it's reinforcing the fact that you actually came up with a great idea.
Yeah.
And I went along with the ride.
Yeah. Which is cool. It's I think we're onto a winner. So interesting times, but yeah, we need to capitalize on it, and we need to get stuck in and do that podcast more before somebody goes, oh, these guys are onto a winner, but they're not really leveraging it. I'll do it better, and we miss out.
Yeah,
because it could happen.
It could happen. So
yeah, are you still with us there, Sam?
Yep, I am. I'm looking at a million things at once here.
So Sam has a screen, and I don't anymore.
Yeah, well, just temporarily. We're just dealing with technical issues.
So he keeps looking at the screen, and I can't see it.
No, I'm just going to say, this is in the travel section as opposed to like the weird section on stuff. Would it worry you getting on a commercial air flight with an Indian pilot who's qualified to fly just after 35 minutes in the air?
No, why would I worry about that? He hasn't had time yet to become suicidal, so, it's probably a good thing.
They put down records saying on their certificate they've flown that aircraft for 360 hours. They've actually just been in the air for 35 minutes.
Well, they've been on the, the simulator for 36 hours, maybe?
Yeah, so apparently they've been doing this for over 40 years, and it's their chance to escape poverty just by faking thing. And a lot of them only flew for 3 hours at flight school, and that was it. And then here's your commercial flight. And pilots are unlikely to have any experience with weather conditions. Off they go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Serious?
It's a big story, actually.
I thought you were joking when you started talking
No.
about
Oh, there's a few comments. So Indians are actually cowboys. That's a good comment.
That is a good. Those cowboy Indians, eh?
Yeah, here's one though. I've dealt with foreign students who have business degrees from NZ universities, and yet they're barely literate. But that's they did a big bust on that a while ago on Fairgo or something.
Yeah.
They were. You pay megabucks, and these guys would get the degree and give it to you. Yeah. Off they go, because just like a New Zealand passport, it's quite popular for different reasons. Some of these New Zealand university qualifications are quite good overseas, even though they don't know anything.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The tertiary education system in this country sucks balls.
Oh, really?
It really does.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, no, because it's all about money. It's all about profit. That's it.
Oh, they love harvesting the money.
Yeah. I knew a guy that a friend of mine worked for one of the universities in marketing.
All right.
And he just said, they just look at, people are just sheep with money.
Sheep with money. Excellent.
Yeah, that's really what it was, and sounded pretty freaking appalling, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not saying the teachers are bad or the professors or anything like that, but I think the whole system is flawed because it's based on money in that way.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
That is your opinion. And Chris can say whatever he wants because his name is in the podcast title.
Yes, it is. And and I didn't go to university, so I can say whatever the hell I like.
Yeah. So coming up this week, we've got Field Days happening in Hamilton, which is the largest agricultural business event in the Southern Hemisphere. It's massive. It runs for 4 days.
I'm already over it, eh?
Chris is already over it. He's already been lurking around Field Days.
I've been there for the last week, setting up temporary fencing, which is really there to hang signage off. And it looks really good. I had a phone call this morning. That's about it.
They said it was good.
From the client again this morning.
Yeah.
Are you sure you've got enough sandbags and blocks and stuff?
Yeah, because he does. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I went in yesterday with 20 kg sandbags and 11 20 kg blocks and put them all over the place. And he's like, I think
you need some more.
Need some more.
Yep.
So on Monday, I guess I'm going down with another 20 or 30 sandbags. He goes, sandbags aren't very good looking. They look a bit ugly. I'm like, well, I will put them behind the fence, not in front of them.
Yeah.
So,
sounds like you've been having good fun.
Yeah, it's tiring. But, it's not bad.
I'm going Wednesday, which is the first day.
Cool.
I'm hoping it's not going to be raining. But oh well.
Yeah, I'm going to go 1 or 2 days, but I'm not sure when yet.
Yeah.
So get that sorted out.
Have you've been before though, eh?
Yeah, I've been a few times.
Yeah. Lurk around.
I've worked there a bit as well. When I was working for Telecom,
did you work in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and push their product.
No, I was in the back room connecting phones.
Like new ones?
Yes, they'd sell a phone.
Oh, right.
In the back, connecting it to the network and setting it all up for people.
Oh,
this is quite a few years ago. The systems have changed now. It's a lot more streamlined. But back then it was pretty...
It was a monkey in the back room with a laptop.
Three of us, actually.
Oh, three of you. There's like a little sweatshop going on.
It was a total sweatshop.
Oh.
I thought, I'll volunteer for that. That'll be interesting. Get out and see. No, we're three of us in a closet at the back of this freaking stand, freaking typing like mad.
To get these farmers.
You've got a 10-minute break. You've got a half-hour break. You've got a 10-minute break. Okay, 12 hours are up. Go home.
Excellent. That sounds awesome.
Damn it. Yeah. But I've been to the field days other times and quite enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Quite a bit of footage. I think it was last year, the year before. I took a GoPro and... no, actually, it would have been last year.
Oh, last year?
Because I had my Boom Bandit. So, yeah.
What's a Boom Bandit?
You've seen my Boom Bandit.
It's like a big stick that your camera goes on, eh?
Yes.
I don't think I have seen it.
What do you call it? Like a crane.
Yeah.
But it's a one-man operation.
I don't think I've actually seen this thing.
No, I must pull it out.
I went a couple of years ago and I got it for free from Carl from Kiwi Reviews.
All right.
And they reviewed all sorts of products and he said, yeah, I'll let you in, but while you're here you need to test this walkie-talkie. And it was like a professional Motorola giant walkie-talkie with like 10-kilometer range or something.
Oh, wow.
So I had that strapped to my front because I had my bag on and I had that on and walking around and he said, just go wherever you want and we'll just randomly communicate in different spots and that was all good. And then I think I said, because all these people were looking at me, like police would look at me and John Key security detail were looking at me because he was there. Because I've got this big, massive walkie-talkie strapped to my front, and it just looked a bit weird. And I said, yeah, I'm in the pavilion thing. I'm right next to John Key or something. And then Carl's not a big fan of John Key, so this massive tirade of abuse started coming through those walkie-talkie. I had to quickly turn it down.
Oh yeah, go with the John Key. Well,
so that was the downside to walking around with this giant walkie-talkie. Because I'd be talking to an exhibitor, and then I'd be like, "What are you doing?" or something. He always used to say real random stuff as well, so it was a bit of an experience. But they worked really well. So
yeah, I think I told you about that when we had the push to talk on the Sanyo 6400s.
Yeah,
and it first came in and I was on my way down to Wellington on holiday or something. I was going down for, I don't know, birthday or a wedding or God knows what. And I stopped in Tyre Happy and I put my phone on the table and I was eating my lunch and my mate had put the service on the phone because he worked at Telecom. It got released that day, the service did. So he put it on my phone and in his phone. The next minute he's like, what is it? 10-4 rubber ducky. It's Big Bear here. How are your balls hanging today? The whole restaurant just stops and look at me. And it takes a lot to embarrass me, generally. I grabbed the phone off the table, ran out the door.
Yeah.
What the hell?
My brother-in-law was a fan of it as well.
Oh, it was fun. Oh, no, I thought it was
fun. It was interesting. It was an interesting thing at that point in time. Because there was no smartphones as such, and it was just an extra button on the side of the phone that worked just like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
They marketed it towards builders and things like that on job sites as well.
Yeah.
I think.
And they did quite a bit for families and stuff, bigger families and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was quite a thing in the States for a wee while, I think. And that's why we tried
Okay.
it. But yeah.
And just like that, we have come to the end of episode 34, Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like that.
But I haven't even finished my Bacardi yet.
Oh, you better scull it.
And you haven't done anything with your Appletons.
No, I don't feel like it.
So he's on the same miniature of Appletons that he was on the last episode.
I
reckon
Chris,
this little, and we're talking a miniature, right? I reckon this miniature, going by what he's drunk for the last 2 episodes, should last us another 5 episodes.
maybe. It's 1.7 standard drinks, I'll let you know. And I'll keep telling Chris I don't drink much. And I don't feel like drinking today. But when I do feel like drinking, watch out.
Yeah.
Stuff's about to get real.
Well, we'll see at this party.
I'm probably working. Oh, that doesn't matter. I'll just come home.
That's true.
Still be yarn.
Yeah, probably. All right. Well, thank you all out there for listening. Thank you for listening to us. And I will look forward to seeing some comments on our Facebook page, particularly some more likes, because we don't want the guys in the hot tub beating us.
Yep.
They still do. There's somebody else had the Chris and Sam podcast, or it's called Chris and Sam podcast, isn't it? Without the.
Yep.
And they were there for first. And so when you search for the Chris and Sam podcast, they come up first. And there's 2 random dudes in a hot tub is the image. So that's not us, just so you know. Don't like that page. Find our page and like our page.
Yeah, our page is so much more better.
Yeah. All right. But till next time, take care.
Yep, I'm Sam.
And I'm Chris.
See ya.
Bye.
Hope you enjoy the show. Make sure to subscribe and we'll catch you next week. Don't forget to tell your friends.